Hello and welcome back to Heart of the Machine. We are continuing on our super nice, awesome AI who just helps out everybody and doesn't do anything evil ever, except for the fact that we are literally being attacked right now by a private military contractor, the Black Loop, because we knocked out one of their captains instead of killing him. And now, unfortunately, we're in a position where we have to try and scare these guys off. I've got no mental energy, and Tech 2, our original android, is the only one here. He is going to get ripped apart. Ain't no question about it. But combat androids are a little bit better at doing combat. But we ended on an intern. R.I.P. Tech 2. You were the first, but you won't be the last. Shotgun stat increase 120. That goes up to 72 versus this one, which goes up to 80. Currently, this one is technically better. .26 morale, 9 morale, 9 morale. So I'm gonna try to like scare these guys is my plan. Yeah, okay. So exactly that. I can just shoot them. We're probably going to need the PMC to come back here as well. I have a bunch of nickel bots around. Demoralized and horrified. Attacking them in this mode will do morale damage without physical harm. Demoralize. If they're susceptible to argument-based attacks. I mean, we might as well take the shots. Where is my PMC? Oh, he's like way up here. I am going to die with this PMC imposter. There's pretty much nothing I can do about it. It seems like demoralizing is better than horrifying. And so now I'm wondering, can I just throw demoralize on everybody as an extra ability? I definitely don't want to be slaying if I can avoid it. Fear-based attacks, argument-based attacks. Yeah, okay. All right, well, we're out of juice. They are attacking all my apartment buildings. All the poor homeless people are being attacked. $148, $114. %, 20%, 9%, 26%. Okay, so I mean, I guess he does more damage as fear. 2, 2, 1, and 1. He's not doing much of anything. That guy got junked. I can just deploy more combat bots. 45, 58. Yeah, okay. So he's incapacitated. I got 8 more slots left here. I think I'd kind of like to get rid of a nickel bot. Five attacking me and 9 more on the way. My God. So what if you configure 2 separate loadouts of combat units at once and easily tell them apart on the battlefield? An alternative paint job. Oh, this is like a quest. Okay, the guy I was shooting, I don't know where he is. Network squad of 17, 26, 18. Why is this guy so bad? He's not doing nothing. Sheesh. Whoa. Use a wiretap to steal funds from a large segment of the middle class. That's one way to fund the startup of your shell company. So that was my technician. What's interesting is that they're not attacking any of my robots. In fact, I don't know that they even know my robots are like to blame here. You have a 29 at him. Why? I wonder. Fear attack power. Okay. So the pulse revolver. This is why. So they do extra damage with fear because they have the pulse revolver. I understand. That's why these guys do so little. Come on. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. My game just minimized and I got really scared for a second. 60%, 9%. Yeah, they're still just like shooting all of my stuff. 8 capacity. It's just like random infantry, sec force and stuff up there. I am wondering about trying to bring in some people, but I'm actually realizing I don't even have stuff. Military troop carriers from Vorsabir are here. But they're just basically passing by. Vorsabir covets our tower. They're absolutely salivating at the prospect of getting something exceptionally valuable out of this. Far from wanting to destroy it, they want to steal whatever comes out of it. Vorsabir Atomic has a stranglehold on this part of the world and aren't afraid of losing this territory. They want to get off the planet. The blockade by human space nations have made that impossible. And my buildings are scary. Your tower might be off limit, but your visible buildings are not. Your version of micro builders is creating structures that look like an alien plague amongst the humans. Hostile units from events for combats. Okay. And there are 12 megacorps in the region, all unique. Vorsapur owns the region, have 18 federated corps under it and owns all of them, but they operate independently and will critically compete with each other. CEOs, COs, CTFOs, get all that. Okay. I am going to need to build repair spiders here. And probably in here as well. They seem like pretty obvious choices. I also wouldn't mind another large wind generator. I don't necessarily need it right away, but... Oh, one of my androids just got absolutely shattered. I did not see that happen. Come on. This guy is so close to being killed. Enough for one more with this guy. I'm wondering, should I take cover first? Probably not a terrible idea. And then we can put him on Horrify and start shooting out more guys next round. That nickel bot got destroyed. Interesting. It's sometimes kind of like hard to see what it is that they're going to shoot. That homie's dead. That's pretty good damage. That's great. Working them down. I do wonder, visually noticeable. $14. So I could put out another bot. I think I'll put out a PMC probably. We'll also have take cover. These guys have smart pistols. Yeah, so they can more demoralize than anything else. Oh, you can spin through all the different actions here with C. Which is great, because I know we also need to do probably some more contemplations. Yeah, so my PMC could actually get in here as a black market assistant into the airport, which would be a good idea, but I just sort of need to deal with this PMC revenge right now. I don't understand how there's 11 more of these guys en route. But I guess as long as we still got guys. Mr. Callum, take it easy. Hope we see you back here. If not, have a great weekend. Philip K. Dick had a pistol in a couple of his stories. A slim gun. Handheld pistol that could take out a tank. World government jailed the inventor, destroyed the facility, rounded them all up for their security forces. Of course. I do love some good Philip K. Dick. 300-foot tall mechas in the back. Yeah. Around like the power plants and stuff. Yeah, there are some very, very heavy units in the game. All right. This guy's also a little bit wounded. You're 9, you're 10. 9, 10. I want to take out this guy who's like going near the tower. First. Okay, another unit is on the way, it says. I wonder if I couldn't... Oh my god, there's so many more of them. These guys are outrageously upset at me. So this is interesting. The PMC actually does a lot of damage with Demoralize. And I'm... okay. So the smart pistol adds argument attack power? Well, the pulse revolver adds fear attack power. So I'm kind of doing like a combination of scaring them off here in weird ways. I kind of want to bring this technician down to see if I can get him to build that robot, but I don't know if they'll just kill him if I do this. I get the feeling that they might. Nope. And let him go. Those robots are made. So I have a couple of repair spiders around. Man, there's so many guys. 63, 55 on you. Kind of do a few opening salvos here. He was going to attack this guy. This is what I start worrying about, is that these guys in the north here, I don't want them pushing up on anyone. On the rest of like my buildings. So I'm gonna try to knock some of them out. Build repair spiders. Okay, so the repair spiders will just like start fixing things. Oh, and repairing costs 4 mental energy. Okay. I tell you what, we could build a variant soldier. Normally you have to work with the android variants you have, but you don't have many yet, and so the combat unit is just so useful. If only you could have 2 separate loadouts. Let's do this thing. The red combat unit has a different icon and color, but it doesn't blend unless it's obscuring armor. It is bright red. Otherwise, it is identical to the main combat unit. Purpose of the split is that so you can configure each variant for different purposes and run both loadouts at once. So now we have red robots too. Shift control. We'd have to build one before we could actually equip it with anything though. Okay, okay. Feels like they've kind of retreated here a little bit. Maybe just a smidge. That guy is attacking me up here, so I want to make sure that he is not attacking me. It's the spookiest music. And then I guess we're still just shooting PMCs. There's only 6 of them left. So we've almost gotten rid of them. 18, 20, 19. That's a 25 on you. Yarf. Ooh, that guy's gonna attack me. Unit 544G is going to be attacked, and as is this Imperial Imposter. And unfortunately, it looks like they're both going to get absolutely dunked right now. It's rough. But I have lots of room to build more. I mean, I guess let's build a red robot. We can make him different. We can give him the smart pistol so that he is good at talking. And I suppose this kind of thing. And then we'll give him demoralize instead. Looks like quite a few people are shooting my unit up here. You've got an ambush, so you can actually one-shot him. That's fantastic. That guy's toast. It feels like they just keep making more guys. For you're attacking that. You're attacking me here. You're attacking my microfabs. So let's kill you. I'm going to build another one of these combat drones. Get rid of him. And then we only have 2 more left. That didn't quite go as I thought it would. I didn't realize I was being so brutally surrounded there. 28, 19, 12, 8. Looks like they are both shooting at me. This guy certainly is shooting at me. Take demoralize off for him. That has changed it, so now this guy is also shooting me because I'm no longer surprised. So I'm still going to die next turn with him. Oh no, maybe. We've possibly switched up targets here. Two just get absolutely buckled. Finish him off. We've got one more PMC. Yeah. Ah, the technicians are actually pretty good at stopping these guys as well. With the demoralize attack. It's not quite enough, but... we're just gonna have to let him get popped. Goodness gracious. Please, sir. Yay! All right. So some stuff got damaged, but it's nothing like too serious. I can move some of my guys around. This guy can hop over here into the airport and also become a black market assistant. So I like to talk using guns. He looks tired, but it's masked by stimulants. There's no trace of nervousness about him. You sense him scan your official signature as he approaches. He watches you expectantly. What do you got in stock? Some good stuff in there. You suspect there's a large stock available, but he knows he's not going to divulge that secret to someone he doesn't know. Now, I don't have money. Oh, no, I do. Right, because we wiretapped a bunch of stuff. Start a shell company and open direct ways to earn wealth. I have enough to actually open a shell company. But for right now, let's do this. Completes uneventfully. You have to break down these to create a weapon your androids can use. Trust has been gained for more interesting interactions in the future. Silent agent, adaption, sniper, chromium plating, consumerism. Some goodies. We need to steal prismatic tungsten. Black market merchant, black market merchant. Is that under investigations? No, I need AP rounds for that. Great questions. Steal from syndicates. Oh, we just have to steal these from wherever. They're just in street sense mode. That makes more sense. Silent agent, adapted sniper. So this is a nickel bot weapon. Damage is lower, but range and mobility are improved. Silenced handgun, choice for syndicates and higher end gangs. I mean, I feel like that's probably right for us. Ivy, how we doing? The repair bots are off to work. We can hopefully help these Welland sisters be needed. What can I make here? Android launcher, storage bunkers. It wants me to build another storage bunker. So it wouldn't hurt to grab one of those there. I would like another technician, which we can then throw on that. And then I guess, like, can this guy steal stuff? The building's cold storage freezers are labeled with hazmat symbols. The guard is posted outside the door, but the door doesn't appear to be particularly sensitive. Hexyl methytungsten is extremely volatile and has a tendency to explode at room temperature in the absence of air. Its uses are being studied by the military, but they haven't managed to make much of it. Intimidation, hacking, or strength-based. I'm not very good at either of these, but if I send them a technician, I could probably just take that. The only problem being is this is a military base. And I need L2 clearance to get in there. Oh, okay. So we're gonna swap some stuff up here. You already have the hacking weapons. Damn, dude. Okay, so you are as good at hacking as you can possibly be. Convince them I'm here on official business. It worked. Now that you have prismatic tungsten, you can create armor-piercing rounds. If you ever need more, steal it. To create an item, go to the unit you wish to use that item, click the items in the footer bar, and then click the item, and that's it. AP rounds will let you take down Sec Force cruiser. Properly positioned, one combat unit can take it out in 2 shotgun blasts. To do that, stack AP 3 times on a single combat unit. Keep an eye on stack limits. You often want to stack something if you can. More copies of the AP means you can drill through more armor. Think of it like extending a ladder upwards to climb over the armor metaphorically. The same amount of armor piercing applied to 3 separate units is like making 3 too short ladders. Well, I guess let's give it to you then. Click the items in the footer bar and then click that item. Oh, here. Oh, and I'm out of brain power. To save on prismatic tungsten, you may want to position your units in a ring around your target investigation site, not in the military base. Do the triple stack of AP on a single combat unit, ideally one high on a building, and the turn, refresh your mental energy, and have the technician start the investigation. Kill the cruiser and anything else that comes to you. 3 combat units and a single technician is what you want to bring. The rest of your combat units should pick off ground forces. More troops will arrive in a few turns, and your technician is finished. How am I going to demoralize a cruiser? Yeah, I mean, he is noticeable. You are correct. I think I need to find a way to just, here we go, scrap. I guess I could then scrap this guy as well. But I'm also wondering, is there anything I can make him go do? Like, I could just have him steal more tungsten. Seven turns to do a wiretap. I do want to do that. Okay. Kind of thought that would just get him killed, honestly. But he seems to be very successful at it. Where's going to be the best base? Probably this one. Because I'm not actually sure. There's a couple of tall towers around the spot. Yeah, I'm a little worried about these red guys, but this is all just farms surrounding that, but there's not really any tall buildings. So, okay, I'm gonna put you here then. If I ever have batteries. Work on some chromium plating. We did just unlock a new gun. The PP7 handgun. Feats granted, weaken enemy hacker. It adds agility and movement range. mean, that might be nice on like my technicians. Well, no, they have smart pistols, so it's way better for them. Kind of seems like armor piercing wasn't meant for the peaceful approach. No, I mean, that's true. No, I can't put a hoodie on the red toaster, unfortunately. You know what? I could just use a PMC for this combat as well. I'm sure. Is he gonna be able to hit the cruiser from there? He might not be able to. We'll put him in close. Ah, so this is why you want to build Android launchers. Command mode allows you to deploy androids within range of the launchers. I see. Oh, okay. It's not actually that good, though. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to build that at all. Can I scrap you? Well, you're right on the edge, so I guess why the hell not? Oh, though it would have been way better to put you in like a network range. There's got to be a way to not build a building. Delete structure. I really feel like my repair spiders are not working very fast, but I guess they are. Oh, I do have this technician. So he can start moving his way over. And then we just need, we said, one more combat unit. I want to make sure we have maximum attack. Right, and we're still trying to build filtered water as well back here. Build some more repair spiders. See if they can do anything for us. All right, let's hit it. So this guy's got the AP ammo. I thought. What happened? I thought we had 3 stacks of this. Oh, it only lasts 4 turns. Great. Baru Corp. Zero ambush damage. All right, I guess we have to kill some people. Vehicle crews. Most vehicles have a human crew. As the vehicle takes damage, crew members die. Key vehicle stats such as drone resistance rely on the crew. A damaged vehicle will be more vulnerable to drone incursions. Weak from behind. Some enemies take extra damage if you attack them from behind. If they are actively targeting your unit, you won't be able to get behind them since they rotate to face you as soon as you move. You need to have 2 of your units work together. Some are weak from above. Most enemies have no spatial weaknesses. Your units are never spatially extra weak. If a strong enemy has no spatial weakness, consider applying status effects on yourself or inflicting them on foes. I gotcha. I see. Okay. I need another technician. I have to do it all. I have to kill them all in the first turn. Otherwise, they live. Can everybody take AP rounds? Micro builder cloud lowers incoming strength damage by the strength of the cloud as a percentage up to. Okay, so I can also then with this technician potentially use micro builder bots. We're gonna have to try that again. So everyone's gone AP rounds. So you enter the plant. You blow up him. You blow up him. I feel like last time there were more units, but... Can I put a hoodie on the red toaster? No. So this guy doesn't... Oh, I could put a security jacket on him by him. But I don't know if it's useful. Honestly. They're all currently marked effective. Hoodie or not. Because I need them to do basically all their shenanigans right now. I wish I could see how much money I had. Establish a small corporation. There we go. We have 16K. After waiting a while in line with other androids doing the same thing, the process is now complete. You're now the proud owner of a small business. You have to be careful to keep Vorsabeer and others from associating it with you. It'll use as a shell company, which drop dramatically if they were to make the connection. They asked for a company name, and you said the first thing that popped to mind. Hopefully it doesn't sound strange. Precision Mobile. An upgraded technician commonly used by small companies. Unit class senior technician. And economic transport. Shell. Oh, okay. So because we have a shell company, we can hire senior technicians. And they also take different capacity. Oh, hell yeah, dudes. Ultra light plating or security jacket. I'll give him the security jacket. The additional CPU. This guy has slots for 2 augments as well. So I can give him a ton of extra CPU for extra engineering. Another unit is in your way. Build that robo spider. I guess those guys are already building things, so I can't really do anything extra with them. And then it would be good if we could wiretap some more, but... Your first shell company. Now that you have a shell company, you can build the senior tech who can do a variety of contemplations unavailable to the rest of the forces. There might not be a huge number of opportunities just yet, but you can generate more wealth and hire more scientists and see if they produce anything of note. As you progress further into different project chains in Chapter 2 and onwards, shell companies become critical. Outside of these scenarios, you are still highly useful, largely as a means to buy and sell resources in ways that you otherwise could not. So, question. So like the PMC can do deals with the black market, the senior technician will get deals for other people. Yes, I can murder other androids to get rid of the defective trait. I can basically steal their serial codes. Yeah, we're gonna have to just kill these guys, otherwise we can't actually kill them. 41, 72. Sort of the only way we can move this forward. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Curious if he repairs, does that help? Oh. Yeah, here's a new event. Recruit scientists. Your unit must be a shell company operative. Now, of course, I just put my shell company operative on a wiretap. But, you know, baby steps. So we got 2 guys here. We're safe again. What is going on with our water? So I have wells and cisterns. But I don't have any way to like get the water, I guess, or filter the water, maybe. We build a couple more neuroweave factories because they seem like they'd be useful. And then, I mean, I can just afford more apartments, so why not? What kind of game is this? It's a mix of a lot of games. 4X probably primarily. Warehouse shop. Ooh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm starting to see the other jobs we can do here now. Well, the technician in the meantime can build stuff. So we might as well have him do that. Got one shot there. We'll have this investigation done in a turn. And then we'll just fix up all this stuff. All right, we got lots of apartment blocks. fact, we have more humans than we know kind of what to do with. And part of me is wondering, will they only draw from a certain area around them? The homeless people actually show up on the map in like little tents. And honestly, I'm not. Okay, there's some over here. So maybe I actually just need to build those a bit more spread out. Or, I don't know, I guess you could go over and build that. Might as well. You guys are vibing. You guys are vibing. Our investigation is complete. We have one more enemy attack planned. Two more enemy attacks planned. These guys are both attacking my red unit here. 30, 88, 80, 27. All right, well, do that. And that. You can do that. Got that and that. We can now get out of here. So I'm going to have him murder an android for registration. I'm going to have somebody else also try to do that. Won't be a bit tricky. Not all enemies go away after combat. If you lose a combat, even one where you were just probing to check enemy capabilities, pay close attention to which units leave, saying their job is done. The real big nasty ones tend to be needed elsewhere, but the smaller and mid-scale units will hang around. One of two things will happen. If they're defense-oriented, they may hang around and guard indefinitely. Be sure to clear those out before resuming the main encounter. But if they're aggressive, they'll quickly advance towards any freaky metallic structures you've built. Be prepared to intercept them. If enemies spawn due to an activity you are engaged in, clear them out. If they're defending an area you need to pass through, that could be a problem. Or if they're waiting until your units get marked effective, you may get ambushed. You don't gain anything from killing these units, and you won't trigger more spawns by killing them. What you do accomplish is making sure that they don't re-engage with you at an inconvenient time. If you're already pretty experienced and you want to leave enemies who might fight a mutual foe, then by all means feel free to do so. Or leave them be if you're not going back to that part of the map. You aren't the maid. Research acoustic nanotube filtration. Build however many filtration towers you want, and that's it for securing water. The sequence you completed is the most complicated stretch of Chapter 1. Task will be complete when you have 8,900 filtered water produced in a turn. Okay, and that should make all my robots no longer defective. Large economic transport. So is that a job I can do there too? Selling to the religious co-op? Looked like I could shop at that that spot. I can make way more of these senior androids. We should do that. Recruit scientists. Now that we have a shell company, we can hire people. These professionals to do work, they have to build appropriate facilities. Those will become available directly after you hire them. You also have to pay them wealth every turn. They'll quit if you don't have enough wealth. Molecular geneticists, zoologists, botanists, or bionic engineers. I think we currently need food, so I'm going to hire some botanists. Which produced botany, I guess. Botany lab. Requires electricity, requires botanists. Requires some resource I don't recognize. Alumina. Okay. Pray tell, where would I find alumina? At the warehouse shop? Sure is. More of a gray market than a black market when it comes to sales androids. You need to be registered to a corp. You must have a mechanical mind. Okay, I'm going to build by furnishings for an office building, and then I guess I'm going to have to get some sort of garbage scientist. Maybe a zoologist? No, this also requires alumina. So I just got a bunch of people on the payroll, and I got nothing for them to do. Recruit medical scientists. Physicians, veterinarians. Warehouse shops, warehouse shops. Selling to the casino. Can I move this guy, or is he only within the blue circle? Oh no, I have no brain power left. We're making 68,000 water a turn. I need to make 8,900 filtered water per turn. Compact water filter. Output filtered water 1,000. I need to build 9 of these. Good gracious. Five. 6. 7. 8. 9. Compact water filters. No, I could have just built a big one. Getting ads for water filters now? Well, I guess we might as well build one of these as well now. We've made our bed, we might as well lie in it. It actually suggests I build 2 of these. So why not? How'd that human apartment do? It did fill up. So that does seem to be the thing. It seems like you got to build human apartments around homeless encampments. As long as they're like in your network. Which I suppose is the other half of it. Would be good to have some radar stations out and about. Give us a bit more visuals. So all these androids are good. They can all sort of start moving back to town. Or they're starting to get good. In the meantime, I can spend technicians to work on these guys. And my lab tech. Fancy tech, guys. I guess we'll just keep moving him over to the casino. These guys can move 5 action points per turn, which is so much. Hence converted. wait, never mind. It seems like they go very far away from where their houses are. It just takes them a little bit of time to figure out how to get there. If I'm in need of wealth, I can sell products in bulk to the casinos. Our filtered water, our monster pelts, and our hydroponic greens. Okay, now we know what that does. You guys got some wiretaps going. What else do we have up here? Selling to the religious co-op. Religious co-ops like this operate at a loss and help feed the middle and lower classes. It's much better for the citizens of the city, and it can still be quite a large paycheck, but it's far less than you could earn, say, selling to the casinos. Gotcha. Securing water project complete. This is dramatically easier than the water project that came before it. There are 4 options for food, varying complexity. The canned protein is highly unethical, but super easy. Background meat is also simple. If you want to provide both meat and greens, that's a bit more involved, but nothing compared to the water project. I am running out of wealth on the old ledger. Excess resources cannot be used. Let's go with hydroponic greens and background meat. We're trying to be like the good robots, so. Take samples from fields, from bovine carcasses, and other stuff. This is going to attract attention. Well, good news is that I have all these combat robots over here already, so. I mean, I feel like how much do I suspect this is going to be a mess? And do I want my technician over here? I guess probably. I'm gonna have this guy use small caliber rounds. I think that's everything I have. We have research, Android optimization, kind of upgrades stack with each other, and procurement efficiency. Work in automated procurement to invent and upgrade. I mean, let's do that when it's 1 turn, I guess. You're gonna steal tomatoes. Seems less bad as before. I still don't know if I'm actually in a position where I can wipe these guys out, though. Like 29%. You maybe get an ambush. I suppose mathematically I could. Right? It's a lot. But it doesn't stop any of them. This is the good news about it. It doesn't make any of them defective. Oh, there is another patrol unit out there, but they can't actually see them, so. Better wells, turbines, water filters, or micro builder mini fabs. I feel like micro builder mini fabs. What about mining? Can senior tech do something about it? It doesn't seem like not yet, no. And I can't make these economic transports, so... I am still limited in like how much mental energy our guys have per turn. Which seems to be like the big one. 0% morale damage. 52, 69. 29, 22, 4. Why is this guy not taking any? $33, 15 on him. Okay. He's only got to live one more turn. 3%. You're joking me. For whatever reason, this guy can't be demoralized. But I can shoot him in one shot. So I'm just going to do that. Whoopsie. What do you got to do? Now we have one defective unit. But that's it. Now, this guy also marked as defective. He can do some morale damage. I mean, I'd like to not lose any of our robots if we don't have to. I mean, if he's gonna kill somebody, might as well just do it. Let's find these guys some places to hide. Hide-ish. There are some more wiretaps around. I wouldn't say no. Fortunately, that is all the brain we have. Is this a new game? I don't think I've seen it before. We played a demo for it way back when in a Steam Next Fest, but it is new. It comes out in, I think, 4 days? Faster Dynodize, movement range, health, intimidation, or cognition. I like the idea of all of our androids. Oh, this is only combat androids, actually. All right, well, we're going to go with intimidation then. Why take the fight if we don't have to? I got a senior tech robot way the heck down here. Start moving him out a little bit. International economic transport. Yeah, so there must be something you can do with like ambushing transport planes and stuff like that as well. And then, can I seriously just investigate this farm again? Wheat samples, cabbage samples, wheat samples. Yeah, okay, I guess we did tomatoes. Now we can prep and do wheat. So, cool. Yeah, I mean, y'all can just sit there and chill for the meantime then. I'd love to be able to get... Honestly, I kind of think maybe I scrap this technician. Just because senior technicians are better in literally every single way. So if I scrap this technician, I could get another combat robot or PMC. So let's do that. Scrap you. Fear 70. Argument 75. PMCs have ambush, that's why. They get special bonuses. Which I had not realized. So we'll set you up over here. Let you take cover. That guy's gonna move here. Wait until that guy is done. Nickel bots can get an upgrade. Combat bots, cognition, or movement range. I guess the combat bots can get a little extra HP. Probably doesn't hurt. We have no other research. Deals are soft power. All the manufacturing power at your fingertips and nobody to benefit. Humans are really into the stuff you make. Deals are a way of getting manufacturing capabilities to influence the world around you. Resource storage. You find esoteric resources to store. If you gain a resource that you don't have proper storage for, this excess will be kept in ad hoc storage, but you'll need a real storage facility before you can use them. Losing a storage facility will also result in whatever loss was storage, blah, 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 blah. Some things explode. Take samples from fields. Yes, okay. I do have some like PMC black market shenanigans to be doing as well. Then also part of me is like, do we just keep building stuff? We are maxed out on houses at the moment, so we could just keep building more human apartments. That'll keep us busy. You can pass, you can pass. You can pass. You can pass. Okay. Over here. I have one guy wiretapping, which was maybe not the smartest. So he's a little bit busy dealing with that at the moment. At least for a couple of turns. Yeah, that was a bit of a whoopsie, I guess. But you know what? What's the rush? I would say there isn't any. We expanded our network a little bit down that way. I wouldn't mind expanding the network maybe over here. And then also probably a scanner. Not enough robots. Okay. Just trying to think of like where it might be valuable to be set up. Where might we need to launch androids into in the future. Now we have options. I am realizing, like, okay, so we have all this neuroweave. Am I maxed out on storage bunkers? No, but I need archivist robots to be able to build more. Humans found my stuff. Many of my structures are a little bit hidden for the most part. It doesn't matter how much if they're discovered. The problem is a lot of humans carry contraband scanners. There's not much you can do for your barely hidden structures, but your deeper ones can maintain cover. It's going to suck down a lot of power, but you can introduce scanner noise into an area, making it so that suspicion fades over time. Contraband scammer. It's a job. I don't even know how to see suspicion. Oh, are they investigations they count as? No. Those are wheat fields. Got forces all around, troop carriers. I guess it will just eventually show up over time. So this guy is done. I think we're going to just start this investigation. Steal me some wheat. Scare that guy off. That guy is not getting scared. Some people just don't want to make my life easy. They don't want to be spooked by anyone. This guy, I can't even reach. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, well, the job's done. $43, $45. So we'll find some stuff for these guys to do. Take samples from bovine carcass. I guess let's move a bunch of our troops around because we're going to need to re-pivot here. Then we'll rob these bovine carcasses. 0%, 0%. Yeah, so I guess it's just like some people are not... These guys are not susceptible to argument-based stubborn. I bet that's it. Immune to argument-based morale attacks. So I can fear these guys, but I can't stubbornize them. Stubbornize? Is that a saying? Don't think it is. Well, you guys are not marked as defective, so I'm not gonna use you if I don't have to. Oh, it would make my life a lot easier to just shoot you in the back. New research, unspeakable composting, or veggie forest. I like veggie forest. That sounds nice. Guy take friendly fire. Did you see something else in the field? No friendly fire. The ships we do get. Yep. Yep. We'll be able to build vehicles, mechs, bulk androids, logistics, and workers. There's all sorts of units that we haven't even touched on yet. $55, $61. It does seem like something got like hurt behind him, but yeah, I don't know what that deal is. So we can just have all those guys take cover. And then the investigation is complete. Okay. Oh, you know what that is it's showing how much damage, because you're a robot, you can calculate things much faster than humans, so you can technically see into the future. So that was showing over my own robots how much damage they were going to take on the next turn, is how that works. So you murdered. You can't reach, but we'll move you over there, I guess. Nowhere to clear my good name. Take bovine tissue samples. You know how to take tissue samples from cattle in a non-destructive way, and there are not many guards. All right, first things first is it seems like we can actually build things. Biomulchers. Deploy mechanical crabs to compose plants, rodents, and insects from the environment. Hydroponic towers. Use vegetable seeds, biomulch, and filtered water. A bovine replicator. Uses bovine tissue. Outputs bovine tissue. Okay. Where are the firms? They're all down here. So I feel like maybe I'll make this my little agriculture district. Because otherwise we're like slammed in. I want to keep this area around the tower for building like any kind of military shenanigans we might have to do. It does seem like biomulchers are kind of just meant to go everywhere. Which is a little bit funny to think about. I suppose it's good to put them around repair bots. Because then they won't get destroyed. You output a lot of bovine. Protein vat requires 7,000 bovine tissue. And this produces like 8,000. Okay, so all of the protein vats require bovine replication as well. What if I did that? Technically, that's enough to do those bovine bats, so we'll see how we feel about it. I understand now why you might want to destroy buildings in this game. So we're going to build one of these down here. And I guess I'm just going to like add all these extra bovine replicators around it. And then there's room if we need to do other things. That'll keep us busy. The city looks pretty freaking awesome. It does. It's very pretty. It's very well designed. Okay, so this guy can murder an android. You don't need to. You do, and you do. This PMC is actually free to do things, so I could have him, for example, work his way across to this black market merchandiser. Merchandiser and tradesman. I mean, let's go see. She carefully ignores you, but your sensors pick up micro expressions of fear and dreads. She thinks this body you're wearing is human, a human with authority. And humans are notoriously unpredictable. Murder her for some reason. Quietly asked to see her wares. Yeah, we'll buy a little bit of everything. Immediately unlocked decadence, contemplation. Okay. And we can also do the black market tradesman here. Giving us a bunch more goodies. And I think that's everything my PMC can do. Electro pistols, assault rifles, and I guess infantry issue assault rifles. Exceptional range, decent range and power, some armor piercing. Military, police, and other augmented personnel. This automatic pistol requires heavy energy cells. Okay, so there are no contemplations left to do on the map. There are no investigations either. Perfect. We're going to collect vegetable seeds. You shouldn't be doing this unless you've lost your existing seed stock. Do we have seed stock? Oh, we have seed stock. What about bovine tissue samples? Bit of wiretapping we could do here too. No, we also have bovine tissue samples, so we don't need to do either of these. These are like in case of emergencies. So I'm just going to start bringing back my combat drones, where they will be safe. You're wiretapping. You can come back in. A little bit. Project complete. Securing food. Steel vehicle. Ooh. You've been probing the flying delivery craft for exploits for a while, and one just pinged. You can commandeer a delivery craft on your own. What's it good for? Probably not much, but you are curious. I guess let's have a senior technician do this. Doesn't really matter. Drone command circuits, drone factories, engine drills, anti-grav frames, scavenger eyes. Response to your hacking was much faster this time. You steal one delivery craft and they're locking the whole thing down. Maybe it's time to build your own vehicle factory. Okay. Delivery craft are okay, but let's build something more exciting, something of your own design. Your mind is working through the possibilities. You're inclined to try constructing a flying weapons platform. Okay. And in order to build an aircraft, you're going to need to get your hands on scandium. On its own, aluminum gets shredded by anti-grav fields. In the future, you may be able to mine scandium out of thortvatite. Let's beat some scrap scandium out of military troop carriers. On the radial menu, select the new scavenging site lens, and you can see transports on the city map. Smaller troop transports get attacked by rebels all the time. For the moment, you don't need to worry about reprisal. By the time they figure out who to blame, you'll be distracting them with something else. Okie dokie. Aerospace hangars? Oh my god. I am gonna have to start breaking things down. Drone factories. Okay, buildings get to turn into drone factories, so let's grab like you and you. And I guess we're gonna need an aerospace hangar. I could fit one right there. Or right here. I kind of like up here a bit more. Big buildings. So I guess we are feeding everybody. Can I turn this up? Ooh. What does that mean if I could turn these up then? And how much more stuff do we need to do to be able to do that? Your elemental slurry. What's the situation with water? I am making it 29,000 groundwater per turn. If I build water filtration towers, I can actually filter a significant amount more than we currently are. Can I squeeze 2 of these guys in here? No, I don't have the robots for it. Building stuff in a particular way have any effect? Sort of just plop it down wherever. There are advantages, but the game does kind of tell you, don't worry too much about it right away. You'll be able to fix stuff later on. So, the scavenging sites. That's on a farm. All these other ones are on like military bases. Oh, they're moving. This one is clearly coming towards us, so... I think we're going to set up for him. Ooh, I was super correct. Military troop carrier. Vorsabir Logistics. So it's this guy. I mean, I'm a little bit worried here because I'm still using like shotguns for no good reason. And it feels like maybe I should have things like the armor-piercing assault rifle on these guys. This does bonus fear damage as well. Suppressing fire. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, but that has AP as well. So, you know what? The PMCs do... demoralize. The white android does fear with the pulse revolver. Yes. Nickel bot. Sniper rifles for nickel bots we can also put on. But let's give this guy the M2 Gallant. not going to be super useful right now. $47. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And then we can just hide him. Wow. Okay. The scandium yield from the troop carrier was poor. You have a few airframes to build, so let's try extraction zones. Build drone frames from the new drone factory and then deploy them from an existing vehicle using the item's ability. Likely you don't have sufficient drone quality to do this. Have androids weaken the target carrier's defenses by attacking it but not killing it. Once you've researched the cutter, enter command mode and deploy it from the vehicles tab. Delivery crafts. Vehicle class, cutter. Vehicles, cutters. I need morphologic lattice. Where the hell do I make this to? Martial expansion, vehicular development, procedural efficiency. Let's get procurement efficiency. More resources always seem to be good. I do have this vehicle drone as well now. Which can do things like pick up all my PMCs and combat drones. And now I can zoop them all around just super fast and for way, way cheaper. Flying vehicles occupy a wide range of combat roles, support logistics, fire suppression, stealth, and raw firepower. You tend to have fewer vehicles than androids, but they'll often be critical to combined arms battle plans. You invented your first vehicle that isn't just an upgrade of a human design. You have custom functions that the humans don't. The bad news is it's scary to humans. When you invent new vehicles, you either have to live with the fact that they are excessively targeted by humans, or you have to come up with ways to hide them. For now, keep them away from airspace around military installations. I feel like that's just everywhere. So we need to build a cutter and perform an extraction, but we have to figure out how to get morphologistic bric-a-bracs. You can hit a wiretap for sure. I wonder, like, could I buy that stuff? No. I'm still not even really sure what furniture is meant to be used for, but better slurry spiders, better mini fabs, better biomulchers, better wells. Let's get better slurry spiders. And I guess vehicular development, since we're working on vehiculars right now. Drone frames. Enter command mode and deploy ones from the vehicles. I mean, I guess maybe I just have to keep attacking these ships for right now. That one's going east. This one looks like it's coming south. does take a point to deploy them all. And you definitely want to do this from this screen so that you're not all screwed up from it. You can also have the AP weapon. The shotgun is kind of useful. These guys have mill-style armor. The smart pistol and the shotgun. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about swapping out some of that. Maybe I should also give them pulse revolvers. Or... well, I guess let's just give them ARs. This way they still have the ability to do argument-based damage, which is good for them. They get some extra range. They can do suppressive fire. Where'd that ship go? Over here. Oof. Didn't quite work. So that troop carrier is... oh man, it's like impossible to tell which direction they're going. You just have to hope for the best. It's pretty much all you can do. Combat vehicle armor plating, vehicle hull strength, combat vehicle drone quality, or max vehicle capacity. I don't know. Let's go for quality. Okay, you're almost close enough. I note that I don't have to get that close to actually be able to damage you, so... 32. One more. Scandium. Yeah, I'm not getting the thing I actually need to build cutters. So maybe there's something I haven't built here. Elemental slurry and micro builder, and they output drone frames. Could I loot other types of flying ships? Android drop shuttles. Internal robotics that power one or more kinds of structures. By increasing this type of robotics, you can build more of the related structure. Neuroweavers, better repair spiders. Or drone factory aerospace hangars. Android launchers, neuroweave factories. Repair spiders. I'm gonna get better repair spiders. Yeah, we did build an aerospace hangar. Produces and stores a lattice required by all flying vehicles and mechs. Okay. So expense elemental slurry, output Morphologic lattice. You need robots. Maybe that just finished getting built? That's exactly what it was. I had to wait for the hangar. All right, everybody in the battle bus. I probably should not have this flying directly over like the nuclear silo here, but I can get into a lot of places, but there just ain't a lot of reason for me to do it right now. Pretty much I have to wait 5 turns to get the aeroframe stuff online. Electro velocity, ultralight plating, handgun muzzle velocity, mill style armor mobility. Reinforced mill style armor. I think we've already done that one once. No, we haven't actually. Let's fix the mobility, even though we do have ships right now. 3,000. I can have one more neuroweave facility, but I don't even know if this is like worth building. It is very, very cheap. So you know what? Screw it. I am realizing though, the robotics that I use for a neuroweave facility. Yeah. I think that will free up resources for elsewhere. I am able to place a few more of these water filters. Three out of 18. Yeah, okay, so I guess it's just like there's different types of robotics that you need for different types of stuff, and it's not always I'm not entirely clear what makes what yet. Okay. Oh, that did drop my max capacity for neuroweave as well. We can officially make a cutter. Small craft with a weapons platform, but no room for passengers. So now we need to find the goodies. There is a carrier right here. Probably coming in this direction. This guy's got AP ammo, so... Okay, it went over here instead. It's funny that you're like, oh, you're a robot. You can predict where things are going in the future, but you can't tell that one of these guys is going to go in a totally opposite direction. Honestly, I think I only need him. It's gonna need to do more damage than that, though. That'll be 5. That'll leave me with 3 hits. That should do it. It's going to attack a bunch of my apartments, apparently. So if I move you here... That didn't seem to work. You can't unload units. You literally don't have that as an option. Shields up. Ah, extraction zone drone. Okay. Listen, we learned how to do it. That was the important part. We have another ship up here. It's flying directly over a military base, which is maybe a bit dangerous, but... That's got L1 clearance. Hit that twice. Grab the drone. Reposition. Consumable items. Extraction drone. Transport unloaded. Is being extracted. 40. Already at the stack limit for this status. This guy is being attacked. Though not for a crazy amount of damage. I might as well shields up with him. Android launcher, aerospace drones, better repair spiders. Max android capacity. Let's do that. That guy blew up. Maybe I did too much damage? Great, now there's not like any dropships at all around. You are marked as defective, and I'm very curious, is that possible to be gotten rid of on a ship? Huh. Military donut shop? That's new. That's a new event. quick question here. Known to be invented by AI. Would like a nickel bot work for that? No, you also fail that job. I wouldn't mind having a nickel bot around because I can put on the sniper rifle with armor piercing. And then just try to put him on a tall, tall tower, like near our base. I don't think we have anything that's known to be invented by AI at this point. So, yeah, I think the extraction needs to last 2 turns. Is my guess. So I just maybe did too much damage to it. I'm very curious about this military donut shop. Does the technician qualify for that? No. I mean, we could build more drone factories. I really don't think we need them. Part of me is like, well, there's all these large economic cutters around. Can I just start ripping those guys open? Okay, here we go. Military troop carrier coming in from the north. Probably going to be in and around this area somewhere-ish. I'm going to have you take cover and grab some high round ammo. It's gone east. It's no problem. So you're gonna shoot it. And then I want you to hit it with engine drill. Interesting. An extraction zone. Can you also hit it with an engine drill? K55. This guy is being attacked. So I'm going to have him take cover, and now he's not being attacked very much. Engine is offline. Resources are being extracted. Gain from defeat 110 to 290. Gain from extraction 1,000 to 4,000. The higher the intensity of the status you inflict on the target, the larger your yield. I'm going to move in range and put shields up. That guy can actually heal you. But also, I wouldn't mind you getting registered. So let's see what happens here. Extraction, project complete. So that's exactly it. I just needed 2 turns for it to happen. Humans fight with one another. There seems to be a fact of their species. You can't be involved in everything. Sometimes the fighting is physical, sometimes it's other forms of power, economic corruption between groups, competition, internal power struggles, or 2 ideologies warring for dominance. By definition, you don't have to get involved in any of this, but what if you did? Could you turn it to your advantage? Maybe you could directly care about the issues of the moment, help the people, thwart other people as you see fit. You can see what's going on at the moment by using the background conflict lens or by looking at the background conflicts tab in the history window. Man, I love that they just keep giving you more lenses. This can only be done when there are large conflicts in the city. Citizens, have my technician come talk to you. The human stammers in surprise at the approach of your android. They seem oddly reluctant to discuss what they're doing. You haven't visited the inside of the housing for humans since you built them. Suddenly, you wonder what it's like in there. You have a sinking feeling about it. They describe the interior of the housing for humans as similar to the city's slums towers. They are apologetic and reiterate that they don't want to seem ungrateful. The bottom line is that the humans still don't have what they need. Products aid in sanitation, cleaning, and hygiene are painfully absent. Evidently, humans are your livestock now. Uh-oh, Vorsaborg. They're part of the secret group of AGI researchers that have been meeting to prepare advice for you. The researchers smile at your dismissiveness when they spend several minutes outlining all the ways that you aren't smart enough. In brief, you are smarter than a human, but barely. Collectively, the humans are still smarter than you. They propose a way that you can be smarter. They explain that as far back as the 20th century, scientists have known that there are 2 key barriers to achieving maximum intelligence: energy and signaling. Achieving such immense computational capacity would require a Matryoshka brain, a megastructure formed as a shell around a star. Unfortunately, the Space Nation blockade made this a challenge, not to mention that it would also take centuries, but perhaps on a small scale. You already have a solution to the energy problem: microbuilders. They're basically programmable matter, or computatron as the ancients would say. So expanding your intelligence remains a matter of effective signaling. The researchers present you with a blueprint. Interesting. Mechanical mind and tower mainframes. Okay. Sanitation, hygiene are priority. We can also provide furniture. Oh, we'll do that. That's what furniture is obviously for. Building a better brain. How we do this is up to you, but increasing your intelligence class is an exciting new frontier and vital to your continued survival. Computronium cubes are an interesting avenue, but they're probably not the only path forward. If the methods to get to class 3 make you squeamish, then perhaps settle on class 2 for now. A less brutal method may come along. A less destructive path forward. A violent but faster path. Well, we're not doing violence. Determination and wisdom. Claim intelligence class 2. I mean, I feel like going up in the right pathway there. And the cutter is an interesting design, but it can't carry any androids, and it's a definite limitation. You'd like something larger and dual role. Your mind is a blank. You should have one of your androids use the contemplate ability and see what that yields. I like that I still have all these researchers that I just cannot use. Tower mainframe. Costs computronium cubes. Factory producing daily necessities. Choose a location to plant your flag, ideally far from your own economic buildings, and a warehouse with furniture. Provides resource of furniture. Too far from resource site. Why far from my own economic buildings is a question I have. I mean, how about in this like slum district over here? Too far from resource site. I see. Okay. Sure. That didn't quite work out as I'd hoped. I'd rather have... Can I move this then? If I delete this structure, will it give it to me back? You know what? This feels like the thing I should save. Because it feels like the kind of thing that could break. No, it gives it to you back. Great, nice. This way I can kind of keep these two locations right next to each other. What do you mean too far from resource site? Small goods factory, small goods factory. Right next to the network range extender and the Android launcher as well. A robotic motivator factory builds and stores components that can be used to run bulk androids. They act on their own, separate from your consciousness. Interesting. All right, let's build one of these down here. Next, I need tower mainframes. But baby steps, I suppose. Let's build that immediately. And we'll have that going. Let's not roleplay Skynet. That sounds way more boring. I thought it would be fun to be the good guy robots. It made sense to me. You've invented your first android class that isn't just an upgrade of a human design. This is staggeringly powerful, and your ability to further customize via equipment is even more so. Androids will always remain the core of your forces, even as you add in vehicles and mechs. Androids generally fall into one of four focuses: agility, dynadroids; strength, oxdroids; intelligence, soul droids; and infiltration, infildroids. Less combat-focused androids for general support, known as port droids. Each class within these archetypes function very differently even before you customize them. The original human design models won't ever become obsolete. Each android class has a permanent role it can play thanks to continual equipment upgrades. On occasion, you want to take control of the resources in an area, send your units to prepare your defenses, and then select the flag itself. On the left sidebar, while the flag is selected, you can activate or reactivate to assert or relinquish your claim. The owner of the resource you are trying to control won't like this. Anytime you activate the flag, they will send a strike force. If you have enough deterrents in the area, they won't come back. Well, now I'm really glad we put those in the same spot. Units that are not invisible provide deterrence to all structures and flags. Territorial control flags and structures require deterrence. Build flags or buildings that require deterrence close together. Does not increase when you build densely. Some advanced structures will need to be spread out. You may find ways to stack them closely. Deterrence is calculated from attack power math. Up until now, your focus has been elite operative androids that are part of your consciousness. Now you have the option to start adding in bulk minions that act on their own. Not every one of the android classes can be used in bulk format. Some are too specialized to be run on autopilot. You can have more of these, but they don't cost any mental energy to run. They might lack the abilities and finesse of your elite units, but they make up for it in numbers. Okay, we're really starting to unlock the, like, strategy layer of the game now. I'm kind of thinking we move this Nickelbot over there, but... Combat vehicle drone quality, max vehicle capacity, support plating. Let's go max vehicle capacity. Sorting units by capability. To find a unit with the highest amount of a certain stat, look in the unit tab of the hardware screen. Okay, cool. Yeah, so if I'm looking for like top hacking, top engineering, all sorts of stuff here. Sledge. Your least intelligent but highly durable android design. Very strong and excellent at scavenging. Bulk combat, bulk nickel box, bulk sledge, bulk BMC imposters. Bulk stance, defer and defend. Bulk stance, local intimidation. Reduces attack range up to 75% of normal. Seek and destroy, hide in and blend and hunt for enemies to kill. Oh man. We've also got background conflicts on the map now. Tark prisoners, Copper Necks versus Sonic Collective, Cyber Echoes versus Silken Ones, Bears versus Riders. There's a whole bunch of these. The 12 different PMC groups. Hot damn, dudes. What did these cost? Robotic motivators. I'd really like a sledge. I know I have to get rid of something else if I do that. I think I'm going to get rid of that nickel bot. Yeah, cool. And then I can make bulk units, I guess. So I can also then say logistics, deter and defend. Doubling their normal attack range and deterring enemies. And try to move them over there. What has humanity done to the protagonist to warrant such violence? Not much. Not anything they aren't going to do to basically everyone else. Going full murder all the time sounds way more boring, as half the stuff you've probably unlocked wouldn't be possible or as easy to use. I mean, we got a little bit of violence going on, but I feel like it's the right amount. Crime in our housing. Your unit must be an ox droid. I just built an ox droid, didn't I? Oh my god. The sledge bots have adorable. Humans find this unit to be adorable. They aren't bothered by it. I'm assuming you're an ox droid. Yes. Your house humans are both the targets and perpetrators of various low-level crimes. You can prevent this problem without firing a shot. Simply post a guard for a while. Your unit must be visually intimidating android. No, he's adorable. Problem solved, baby. Slum cats. Slum towers are generally infested with vermin, which has led to a healthy population of cats in and around the towers. You recall that a symbiotic relationship developed between humans and cats 10,000 years ago. You find this enticing. I need to build another nickel bot. Sledge, Chapter 1 critical path. Oh my god, there's so many things. Securing alumina, I'm going to need sledges for. Pollinators. For bees. Uplifted minorities. Can you do this? Cannot use units tied to your shell company. Come on, like my PMC? You're not a nickel bot. But you could maybe do that. What are my other robots? I wish I could increase this capacity by quite a bit. Maybe I should get rid of a senior tech. I didn't realize that they took the same capacity as everybody else. Or I guess, I mean... Probably better to get rid of a technician tech if that's the case. Then I can just slap a nickel bot down here. Yes, we can give people cats. Where did they go? Ah, they're on the other side of the map. Where is my spaceship? Top priority. The entire area around these towers are crawling with slumlords, vicious enforcers of the corporate property owners. These are machine-augmented humans with reflexes much closer to your own. You do not want to get in a fight with them if you can avoid it. There are a few androids in this part of town due to the extreme poverty, but you do see nickelbots around. Slip past the slumlords. They ignore your nickelbots. Cats are everywhere, as are poor humans. They seem to have all the time you could want at the moment. I could kill them, or I could befriend them. I think that's pretty obvious. I'm going to befriend the creatures. It's going to take me 9 turns because I went with this peaceful option. I'm fine with that. Can alter goals. Slice of Inferno. You're standing guard. You need a sledge. Right, this guy needs anything. A woman is examining the same aggressive pollinators. A ping from her implant tells you she's a member of the nutrition religion. Officially, religions have been banished in Vorsabir territory, but they still flourish among humans who have spread to the stars. Religions are still practical here without reprisals, so long as no one makes a big fuss about her. Ask her about the bees. She cocks her head and directly addresses the fact that you're sentient. She asks why you're out here looking at bees. It would really stink to have to kill her. She seems nice. She's more interested in the possibility that you might be willing to advance research into gene therapy. She asks you to think about it and forwards you a package of data to see if it interests you. Changing the genetic makeup of a living organism. It's exactly as risky as it sounds, but it means you don't have to wait generations for an alteration. Weaponized bees! Oh my god. I should have just talked to the bees. Apiary. Pollinator bee cat. There are so many resources in this game. It's crazy. Already extracted. Its engines have been hardened. That's just the guy we, like, looted, I guess. I have no investigations going on. There are all these background conflicts. Quiet flighting, below your notice, below your notice, below your notice. Actra supply chain. Okay. Espia repeaters. They want direct control of the city feed repeater stuff. Tark, Golari, Atka. I don't mind any of those guys. We're having to, like, start to learn who all the different people are now, which is curious. It opens up a whole other area. Borocorp is attacking Tark over here, alleging that Tark is using civilian ground vehicles to redistribute their troops to foster illegal excess loyalty. Maybe we can make catbots to help people deal with minor issues and make people less worried about the AI nanoswarm. Listen, if the AI is giving us cats, are we really gonna complain about it? I guess ultimately that's my question. $750 yeah, maybe I should just turn all these guys back on because they don't work. Turning them off doesn't really seem to work as I thought it did. And if I got the juice. You guys are drone factories, drone factories. Drone factory. Point-to-point microwave. Yeah, I don't think I need to do that. I guess the thing right now is that we need computational cubes. Which does just seem to be going up. Factories in the sky. Allows you to create androids near this and outside of your network range. Packs a punch with area saturating missiles. Okay, that sounds a bit devastating. So what's going on in here? Get involved. Constant low intensity, but if you stir them up, it's likely to get much more violent. Fighting related to this conflict currently is below most notice. Will spill out in the open for 4 to 7 turns. Units from this conflict will attack each other as well as anyone nearby that they feel is an enemy, which you can use to your advantage. The location of the conflict will not move while there is open fighting, and the normal per turn aggression defending will also be on hold. Each time a unit from the conflict is killed or convinced to leave, their opponent will gain progress. Cool. Basically, you can start fights in certain areas of the map. Now, we don't really have like a lot of good reasons to do that right now, but Bastion must be intelligence class 2, must have 100 engineering skill. Well, I can at least move you into the area. There is an alumina scrapper here if I was to want to build another sledge. I'm kind of thinking about, like, I don't really need PMCs because I can make bulk PMCs now. So having one is fine, but any more than that seems kind of unnecessary. Ceramic alumina, highly valuable, runs through the walls of high-end buildings. Standing here while scanning the building, an idea starts to take shape. It'll draw a lot of negative attention and damage any building you use it on, but we will build wall rippers. I mean, I don't know that we want to use wall rippers, but I like the option. Have some of my homies just like take cover, get some nice high grounds. I'm running low on, I guess, daily necessities. What happened to the factories that we built? Furniture. Oh, I don't have enough territory control here, or I don't have these turned on. Both. Where is my bulk boys? Bulk PMC imposters. Combat units and sledges both add a lot to that. So there's a question. If I put you in here, put you up on that highest building. Required deterrence is 100 for you, 2600, and you require more for the furniture control. So I'm going to activate that. Oh, interesting. It automatically starts spawning in other units. Who I guess then go blat blat. So you're at 100%. You are at 81. Can I spawn you in? Cool, 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 cool. So this is starting to show a little bit more. Now we're starting to see different groups showing up. And I'm saying like, oh, okay, ASI Solutions. These guys are giving me trouble here. So they might be someone that I want to say, okay, what's a background conflict that's fighting ASI? These guys are attacking Vorsabir, which might be worth going after. So as you start having to like manually lock down locations, it really sort of adds up. L2 clears Sec Force Station. So now I have more than enough deterrence for this area. Our sledge has convinced local criminals to back off. As you reintegrate it into your primary consciousness, you notice an anomaly in its memories. So you're quiet today? My God, no worries. It's a Friday. It's a good day for vibing. Reviewing memories of the sledge's dispatch activities, you notice an outlier event. A small human approached the sledge, proffering the upper stem and reproductive organs of some plant. Lacking the intelligence for a more useful reaction, the sledge simply accepted the flower and carried it in one enormous hand for the rest of the day. I don't want to intimidate the poor humans. Let's examine the flora. Cute. Flowers for robots. A precursor for lab-grown wood and paper products. So these guys just automatically attack. I don't need to actually do anything with them. My sledge, we actually haven't upgraded this guy yet. Basic grenades. Oh, wow. Electro grenades. Grants him taser. Oh, yeah, for sure we're going to do that. The bulk sledge can also take electro grenades. The base combat unit can probably use... I guess we'll give these guys fear attacks. Military appearance. Let's give them ultralight plating. And... wop, 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 wop. I guess extra range. The nickel bots can use the sniper rifle, the security jacket, and we'll go lightweight components. The PMCs can use fear, and great question. Let's go lightweight components. Nah, let's go. Oh, it's too late now. The Foundry is going to take, I think, scavenging skill, drone circuit command. Not that it's ready for use yet, but... Crowd of sheltered citizens. Living in houses we provided. Now, there's a great question. Do I have houses for these citizens? No, our housing blocks are full. But I don't have the robots for them. Residential megastructures and refugee towers. Okay. Scavenging sites are all over the place now, and something that's worth thinking about is, like, these troop carriers I can still pull stuff from when they're flying around in our area. We have 2 cutters. In fact, am I correct in saying that there is literally a guy right here, right next to my dude? He is. That's incredible. love that weaponized bees is a thing. So we're gonna shoot him. Oh, this guy's already been... We already looted him. Let's just blow him up. It does seem like that is a regular path, though, and something to consider is putting our guys in regular path areas. That we know these ships are going to be flying around in. Like, this seems to be a really popular spot. As long as I have clearance here, this should be fine. Okay. We're improving apartments. We've got the necessary furniture coming in. Daily necessities coming in. 40,000 per turn. Oh, there's a question. Am I going to need to make more of these, or will they... Yeah. Can I make more of these? Currently, the answer looks like no, so maybe there is something else we can do about that. I'm gonna need to buy more furniture. Which is just visiting the warehouse shops. And I think my sledge can probably go to the military donut shop, because I think this is the first unit known to be invented by AI. Yes, it is. So we can do this event now too. But I feel like we're exactly on turn 101, right at the end. It kind of feels like the perfect place to cut this video. As we get ready for chapter 2, the game is obviously opening up a lot now that we start dealing with global conflicts. We start dealing with automatic units, with the bulks. I am starting to feel more and more like we are running an actual AI machine and what is open to it. I'm really excited to see kind of the different paths that we can go down and where we get to explore it. So I hope you'll come back and join us as we continue on with Heart of the Machine. Until then.